I'm the president, the current president of Texas Trial Lawyers Association, and I'm here to testify against the bill as filed. I've talked with the representative just briefly about working with him, and I intend to try to do that. There are some unintended consequences here that are severe and significant that we need to consider that we just haven't. I will save the most important for last, but the first one is the whole idea of good faith. We don't have good faith defined in our civil law very well. We don't have it defined much at all. We do have a reasonable person standard that has been well defined over a long period of time. Good faith invites all types of mischief, and none of us know what the unintended consequences of that language are. For that reason, that language needs to go for sure. Okay. The most important thing here, however, is that while I understand the desire of this bill is to what happens in California or in another state, while that can cause fear for our residents, we can't necessarily let that direct how we model our law. Right now, there is no cause of action. If somebody reports, if they report what they see in the public arena, there's no cause of action. If they see something and they feel threatened and they report it and nothing happens, there's no liability for that. It just doesn't exist. What we do have, though, is we have trespass laws, we have invasion of privacy civil laws, again, defamation and malicious prosecution in civil cases. Each of these areas would be impacted by this bill. In fact, I believe this bill could swallow up these areas, much like the SLAPP litigation, SLAPP issues have swallowed up defamation, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and other areas. I know that many people are struggling here in the legislature. They're struggling with those right now, because in this bill, it says a civil action that is related to a report of suspicious activity. Well, if I decide I'm going to break into my neighbor's home, and as a result, I develop something that leads me to suspicious activity, I've trespassed, I've potentially invaded their privacy under our tort laws, and then I'm going to go report it to the police or whomever. I go report, the police go in and they find something, they don't find something. I have committed a tort. I have invaded their privacy. I have, it's one of those situations that we've got to be very, very careful here, because we're impinging upon our other areas of tort law. There are severe and unintended consequences to this, and we'd like an opportunity to tighten this up to make sure that we don't have these unintended consequences, so we don't end up relitigating this session after session after session, just as we are with the SLAPP and anti-SLAPP issues.
Okay. Any questions, members? Thank you, Lynn. I know. I'm just reading the list here.
That's all right. That's all right. It's good to see you again.
All right.